Hi, and welcome back to another car conversation, you guys. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully, you were able to relax a little bit, but also be productive. So, today's topic is simply this: be willing to take risks. I need you all to listen and listen clearly. I need you all to go out there and take some risks. I'm not saying live a risky life. I'm not telling you to do that, but there's some things that I need you all to go out there and take a risk on. Now, I don't know what those are for you personally, but you know what they are. Okay, let's jump right on in. Number one, great opportunities often come from taking risks. Do you know how many times people have taken a risk, and because of that one risk, they are where they are right now? I think of people like Steve Harvey. I think of people like Les Brown. I think of people like Angel Richardson. I think of people like Bob Yates, Annetta Wilson, all these great people that took a risk, and they are where they are now doing great things. But had they sat back and not followed through on their dreams and their goals, they would never have gotten where they are right now. Number two, taking risks shows confidence, and it helps you to stand out. See, when you take a risk, you now come out from being mixed into the crowd. And when you are, and there's nothing wrong with being a part of the crowd sometimes, but if you don't take risks and stand out there, somebody could show you a picture and people would say, I don't know who she is, or I don't know I don't know who he is. I've never seen them before. You know why? Because you've always been in the crowd. You weren't one to stand out. So people don't know who you are. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be known for the wrong things, but I am saying sometimes you've got to come out of your shell, step outside of the crowd, and take a risk. Number three, we learn from taking risks. Sometimes things we would never have learned otherwise. Do you realize that if you don't get out there and take a risk, there's some things that you would just never learn, or you're never going to learn? You're going to have to get out there and take that risk. I took a risk on starting my YouTube channel, because anytime you start a YouTube channel, that's a risk. It's not a guaranteed, it's a risk, okay? And so I took a risk, and I've learned so many things being a part of the YouTube community that I never would have learned had I not stepped out there and taken that risk. Okay. Number four, success doesn't typically fall in your lap. You have to go looking for it. If you sitting back and you're waiting for success to fall in your lap, you sitting back there like this, like, okay, you know what? We just gonna sit back. We're gonna chill. It's gonna come. You sit back and relax all you want to. Chances are that success is not coming. You've got to get up off your Humpty Dumpty and go do what you need to do, and look for the opportunities. Look for the goals and all of that other great stuff to come and to come out of the woodwork. They'll come out, but you've got to go meet them halfway. So you got to kind of meet in the middle. But if you sitting back chilling with your arm up on the back of the chair and you thinking that everything's just gonna fall in your lap, honey, you're not Santa. You are not Santa Claus. See, the kids come to Santa. He doesn't have to go to them. Well, in the stories, he did go to their homes, but y'all get where I'm going with that. You have to go out looking for what it is that you want. And then I said number five, sometimes playing it safe keeps you stuck. When you play it safe, sometimes, like I said, it keeps you stuck, because you're only going to go from A to C because you're playing it safe. But you've got the rest of the alphabet that you will never, ever get to experience because you want to play it safe and you're scared to step out there. I'm encouraging you, step out there, you guys. And play it safe, but step out there. Don't be afraid to step out there and make things happen. Because guess what? Only one or two things going to happen. Either it's going to happen for you or it's not. And even if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. You've learned something new. You said, okay, I stepped out there and I tried to do this, that, or the other, and it didn't work out. Let me look at what I did. Maybe I can change it and do it again and have a different outcome. Number six, taking risks helps you to overcome the fear of failure. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've talked to people just this year, and they say, Michelle, I would really love to do this, that, or the other. And I say, okay, well, great. Sounds like a great opportunity to me. Go for it. And they'll say, yeah, but I'm afraid. I do a lot of things afraid. When I started my YouTube channel, I was afraid. I actually had talked myself out of doing it because I was afraid. I said, all right, Michelle, but what if you do this? Well, actually, at that time I was talking to God. I said, God, what if I do this and nobody's interested? Nobody comes to my channel. Nobody likes my videos. Nobody's inspired by me. What if, God? And you know what? That voice spoke to me and said, Michelle, but what if you go out there and do what you do and people are inspired by you? People are motivated by you. People keep moving forward because of you. Look at it that way. So stop thinking about the negative. Because there are things that we're going to do in life that people are just not going to be interested in. But you can't let those people discourage you from doing what it is that you've been called to do, because guess what you've been called to do is not for those people. So you cannot let them keep you from moving forward and doing what you want to do. So I said, you know what, Lord, you're right. I'm going to go out here and do this. I'm going to do my motivational videos. I'm going to encourage people to be better people, to live their dreams, to go after what they want. Heck, I even decided that I was going to do cooking videos. If you know me, then you know I can't cook, don't cook, and I'm not interested in learning. That's my spiel. But I do it anyway. You know why? Because I may have taught somebody something. I learned something new. But you've got to do it afraid. It's all right to be afraid to do stuff, but get out there and do it afraid. Stop holding yourself back. See, I'm convinced that a lot of times we are not able to move forward. It's not because of all the other people around you. It's because of you. You allow yourself to be held back. Okay, let me do a quick recap and I'm gonna let you be. So today's topic was be willing to take risks. And I need you all to truly hear me. Step out there and take risks. You deserve it. And there are people out here counting on you to do what it is that you need to do. Y'all know that story I like to tell you about, that Les Brown shared about the man and all these things standing around his bedside saying, we came to you because only you could do what you needed to do, and you didn't do that. So now that you're dying, we have to die with you. Don't let your hopes and your goals and your dreams die with you because you were afraid. Number one, I said great opportunities often come from taking risks. I don't know about you all, but I've always taken risks and had the greatest opportunities come my way. Why? Because I stood out there and I tried. Number two, I said taking risks shows confidence and it helps you to stand out. Stop trying to blend in with the crowd. There are times when you want to just, sit back and blend in with the crowd because you just want to watch. But then there are other times you're going to have to step outside of the crowd and go to the front of the line. Go to the front of the classroom. See, it's all right to come in the classroom and learn like everybody else, but every now and then you need to get yourself together and get to the front of the class and teach that class. Ooh, that's deep right there. Number three, I said we learn from taking risks, sometimes things that we would never have learned otherwise. Do you know how many things I have learned over the last few years just because I took risks? I've learned a lot, and those things I would never have learned had I not stepping out there and taken a risk. Number four, success doesn't typically fall in your lap. You have to go after it. Okay, it's just like if you're a man or a woman and you're looking for a great relationship, guess what? That man or that woman's not going to just fall in your lap. And then depending on how much they weigh, you might not want them to, but that's a whole other story. You've got to go out there and meet Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Chances are they're not going to just fall in your lap. Now, can they? Of course they can. And then that has happened for a lot of people. But typically, if you are one sitting back saying you're tired of being alone and you're ready to meet somebody, and I ask you, well, are you going anywhere to meet people? And you go, no, I'm just sitting in my house. Well, how in the world are they supposed to come to your house and find you? They don't even know you exist. Let me move on. Number five, sometimes playing it safe keeps you stuck. Some of you all are stuck right now because you play it safe all the time. And I'm not saying don't play it safe, because you should play it safe. But sometimes you've got to step out there on faith. And I said faith. I didn't say step out there on what Michelle knows or what Bob knows or what Rita knows or what Chris knows. Step out on faith. Okay, so that you can get unstuck. And most of you are stuck because of you. You're not stuck because of your neighbor. You're not stuck because of your kids, your significant other, your job, your supervisor. your family members. You're stuck because of you. You're stuck because you refuse to step out there and do some different things. And then number 6, I said taking risks helps you overcome the fear of failure. Yes, we all have a little. I have a small bit of fear of failure, and we all have, and you will at some point in time. That's life. That's natural. But what I'm saying is, don't let that fear of failure keep you from going out there and doing what you need to do. What do you think? Where do you think Les Brown would be right now if he allowed the fear of failure to keep him from getting out there and motivating people? This man is world renowned. People know him from all walks of life, all shapes, sizes, and colors, because he moved aside that fear of failure and he got out there to do what he wanted to do. Even though growing up he had a stuttering problem. Even though growing up he was known because he had a twin brother. He has a twin brother named Wesley. Even though as he was growing up, people would say, no, that's not Wesley. That's Leslie, the dumb twin. That's how people referred to him. If you ever listen to his story, he talks about that. People referred to him as the dumb twin. They would say, you want Wesley. Wesley's the smart twin. But look at him now. He's out here making money hand over foot, doing what he loves, speaking and motivating. Big groups, medium-sized groups, large groups. I think about Eric Thomas. What if he hadn't stepped out there and moved past fear? He wouldn't be a household name. Well, for most people, he wouldn't be a household name out here motivating folks, speaking life, keeping it real. I love it when he talks because he keeps it real. He's not trying to find the most eloquent words to say what he needs to say. I'm not saying he doesn't know them, but he's keeping it real with you. He's getting up in your face. He's getting up close and personal, telling you, you need to get up off your lazy, almost said something. You need to get up off your lazy butt and do what you need to do. Because that thing is not going to come and just fall up in your lap. You've got to get out there and you've got to go for it. So that's all I want to encourage you guys today. Get up, take some risks. Take a risk today. Or if not today, within the next week, I need you to come up with something that you can go and take a risk on and actually do it. Okay, yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have. I want to say thank you so much to my new subscribers. Y'all know I love it when I get a notification saying I have a new subscriber. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back, and y'all know the drill and you know my spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all. I'm gonna love you no matter what. I'm gonna love you when you're going up. I'm gonna love you when you're coming down. I'm gonna love you when you're going in. I'm gonna love you when you're coming out. But most importantly, I'm gonna love you when nobody else even likes you. I'm going to always be there to support you. I'm going to always be there to tell you that you can do it. No matter what it looks like, you can do it. You hear what I said? And if anybody tells you differently, you tell them to come see me. Tell them to come see me, because I'm going to tell them you can do anything that you put your mind to. You just have to get up and be willing to take a risk. Until next time, take care.